Hey guys, Justin here. Today we were out and about doing a little thrifting, trying to find some stuff for our flea market booth that we have. And I came across this old Dietz lantern. It's very similar to the other ones I have, but this one has a red globe. And I thought it'd be worth picking up and try to get it running again. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. All right. So first thing we're going to do is get this globe out of here. These are usually pretty simple to move. Just lift up here, it tilts forward just like that. Pull that out. Oh yeah, there's an old mud dauber's nest in there. Throw that away. So the railroad company primarily used these color-coded lanterns for signaling and stuff like that. Red was a very common color, but as I'm looking at this, I think this globe is a little bit more rare than what you typically find. And I think it's actually older than this lantern here. The reason why I think that, Dietz, which I know I mispronounced at the beginning of the video, I believe it's pronounced Dietz, didn't perfect the glass color coding process until later on. And so your early globes had a clear glass and then a coating was applied to it to whatever color they wanted. And on here I can see the clear glass coming through on some of the areas that are worn away, and I can see this red frosting on it. I'm assuming that's what it is. This could also just been some hillbilly guy who just spray painted this and said good enough. Who knows? That's what the interesting thing about history. But I'm going to clean this up a little bit here, and I don't want to damage it too much because I still want it to be somewhat authentic, but we're going to clean it up here. That's cleaned up a good amount. All right, let's move on to the wick. All right, now I'm going to get this wick assembly out of here and change out the wick. Pretty simple. On this assembly here, there's these little tags, metal tags that keep it in place. All you got to do is twist it out. Let's pull this out. Oh yeah, look at that. This is actually in really good shape for as old as it is. I thought it'd be like dry rotted, but yeah, that's in really good shape. But I'll go ahead and show you how to replace this just because we're doing a video on it. So I'll show you guys how to do that. Just use some lantern wicks here. You can get these at most hardware stores or most big box stores too. Go ahead and take these apart. Roll that out. Pretty easy. And of course, I bought the wrong size. So we're not going to use those. But here, I'll show you how to replace these. So I'm going to flip it from this old side here to this new side so we have a fresh wick. And all you got to do is there's some little teeth up in there. You put this end in, push it in to get it started, and then you just rotate this wheel and it pulls the wick on up. There we go. All right, now that we got the wick in here, we'll go ahead and feed the wick back down into the tank. And all we do is just seat it and rotate it back under those tabs here and just do a little test to make sure it's working as it should. Looks like it is, so we're good to go. Now we'll put some kerosene in it and light it up and see if it works. Unscrew this cap. Little funnel in there, make it easier. And I just got some clean burning kerosene from the hardware store. That's going to be better so the soot doesn't cloud up the globe like you would with kerosene from the gas station. Just go ahead and pour it in. Causing a massive fire hazard here. Okay. Maybe I should pour it a little differently this time. This should be plenty to get me started. Those are not built to be poured easily. Take the funnel out. Put the cap back on. And then we're going to wait just a little bit, work the wick up and down just to get that fuel to wick up on there. We don't want to rush that. But, I mean, if we wanted to be impatient, you could put a little bit of fuel on that, but it doesn't take very long. All right, the wick is definitely saturated here. We're going to go ahead and put the globe back in. Same thing we did before when we took it out. Seat it, lift up the top, and just tilt it back in. Well, let's light the thing. Lift that up. That wick is, set the wick. There we go. Nice little red glow. Let's see how this looks in the dark. All right, let's turn the light off here. Yeah, that puts off a nice eerie red glow. You can tell this would have been a perfect light to signal with, but if you're going to take this camping as a light for camp tasks, it's not really going to fill that role. But let's grab the other one here and compare the two. This one is the same model, but just with a clear glow. You can see this one obviously puts off way more light, but they serve two different purposes. You know, this one was for camp tasks or working on something in the dark, and this one was designed to signal with. Now, I could buy a clear globe for that one, and it could be more useful for, you know, camping, but I hate separating pieces when I get them. So it'll be a thing that we'll kind of come back to here in the future. But for now, it's a great addition to the collection. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Roots and Ruins. I do all kind of stuff on there, be it camping, DIY stuff, or just exploring new areas. So if you like that, make sure to check it out. So I'm going to clean all this stuff up. I guess we're going to have a winter storm tonight, so I'm going to prep for that, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.